In today's episode, I'm sharing with you several different ways you can use Dollar Tree placemats other than their intended purpose. I hope you enjoy. For the first project, you'll need one of Dollar Tree's corkboards, as well as one of their clipboards, and also pick the placemat with the design that you like. I'm using a 100% polyester placemat that measures about 11 inches by 17 inches, and it has a beautiful blue side and then a coordinating colored pattern on the other side. I'm using a seam ripper to just pull apart the seams so that I'll be able to separate these two pieces. I'll also make sure to remove all of the threads. Using one of the corkboard sets, I love this. It already has the push pins and a hanger already attached to the back. I'm going to set this on a piece of wax paper so that I'll be able to add a layer of Mod Podge. I'm going to try to add a thick layer because I know that some of the corkboard is going to soak it up, and I'm also going to make sure that I get all of the edges because I want to be able to wrap this entire piece with that placemat. Once I have the entire thing covered, I'm going to let it completely dry so that I can then set it on a heating mat, and then I can line up my placemat, making sure that I have enough excess on all four sides to be able to wrap it. I'll set a piece of parchment paper on top. That's to protect my iron, to make sure that none of the Mod Podge gets on the bottom of the iron. I'll go over this entire piece, trying to seal as much of the placemat to the corkboard as possible because, like I said before, the corkboard does soak up a lot of the Mod Podge. Then I can flip this over and I'm going to hot glue that edge at the bottom all the way along the bottom of the corkboard so that I'll be able to wrap this entire piece. Once I allow that glue to set up, I'm going to turn it around and do the opposite end. I will need to cut a couple of small sections out to be able to pull the hanger forward, just enough space to be able to wrap the placemat around to the back side of the corkboard. I'm going to start by doing that in the center so that I'll be able to pull each of those sides tightly and glue all of that down. As for the other sides, I'm actually going to just fold those over just like you would when you are wrapping a present. You're just going to fold that bottom corner upwards to the center and do the same thing on the opposite side, and then fold that section up and place a good amount of hot glue on the back of that to hold it in place. Once I've allowed that glue to cool down, I can then repeat that on the opposite side, just folding those corners in and gluing it to the back of the corkboard. I'm going to take one of Dollar Tree's clipboards and use the blue fabric from that placemat on this piece. I'm going to add a good amount of Mod Podge to it. Now for this particular one, I want to make sure that it is completely covered even under the clip part, so the only thing that's going to be exposed is the metal clip at the top. I did go ahead and add this placemat while the Mod Podge was still wet, but I do recommend that you would let it dry and iron it because it did discolor the placemat just a little bit, but I was able to wipe most of that off with some warm soapy water. I also cut the sides of this to be able to fit around the clip, and again, you could just trim the edges with a pair of scissors, or you could glue it to the back side just like we did with the corkboard. Another great way you can use these double-sided polyester placemats is to remove the stitching just from one end, then take an old pillow, any stuffing that you have, polyfill, and fill that up completely. I like to go ahead and do each of the corners, fill in the center, then I can get that third corner on the edge. Then I can go ahead and either sew it up, or you can use some fabric glue like I'm using here. I'm going to go ahead and place that glue exactly where the old seam was, just closing that one corner up. Give it time enough to set up so that I can go ahead and add in some more filling right to that corner. Then you can continue to fill it up until you have your pillow as full as you like. Then you can go back and close up that final opening in the middle just by taking your glue and then pressing those two together exactly where your other seam was, and you can create a pair of these. These are not only double-sided, but these are great to place outdoors on your patio. I found this beautiful bamboo placemat at Dollar General. It's 13 inches by 18 inches and it was only $2. It has a beautiful variation of color in it, and it is also sewn together with these very tiny threads. I'm also going to be using this LED candle holder that I found at Dollar General when it was on clearance. So I only paid a few dollars for it. I want to wrap this candle holder with the bamboo placemat, and I want it to go right above the rim at the bottom and right below the rim at the top. So I'm going to wrap this around just so I can make a mark with my pencil to know exactly where to cut that top section off. Now, because it kind of moves around its individual bamboo pieces, I need to make sure that I keep it very straight at the bottom. I didn't have anything long enough, so I'm just going to use this paint stir stick, and then I had to double it up at the top to make sure I could get my straight line going across. Now I'm using some handheld miter shears to cut these individual bamboo pieces. It's going to give it a nice clean cut. But if you have some heavy duty scissors, which I also have, those cut perfectly as well. So once I get this strip cut off, don't throw that little strip away. We're going to use that in the next project. So I'm just going to fold this up for right now and set it to the side. And then I'll make sure I cleaned all of the little threads at the end off. Then I'm going to find the seam on the back of my candle holder, and you could use permanent glue, you could use Velcro for this. I'm just going to use hot glue just in case I decide I want to take this off later and repurpose it, or if I want to just use that LED candle holder without the bamboo covering. I did make sure to pull it very tightly so that it was tight all the way across, and then I can run my hot glue across that and seal it in the back. This is absolutely gorgeous, an inexpensive way to give a vase or candle holder just new life. I'm going to remove all of the glue strands using my hairdryer and pop a few artificial pieces of greenery in there. Using the leftover piece of bamboo placemat as well as one of Dollar Tree's glass votive candle holders, I'm going to repeat the process from the previous project on this one. However, I will need to make a few adjustments since the glass is not straight up and down. It's a little bit tapered. I'm going to hot glue one end and then wrap that around very tightly. I need to know exactly where the two pieces meet, and I also need to make sure that it stays straight on the bottom so that it will be able to sit flat when we're finished with the project. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue those two pieces together really, really well before I cut it, because all of those tiny little threads are holding all of these pieces together. If you were to cut it before you glued it, they're going to come apart. So now that the glue is set, I could go ahead and cut that excess off. And see, as I did that, it cut all of those little threads. So that's why you want to glue it first, because it will come apart. And then I have a little bit of excess at the very top, so I'm going to take my scissors and go around that, trim it up, and make it nice and even. I do recommend using a battery operated votive candle. Now if you have one a little bit taller, that would be great, but this one worked just fine, and this is how it turned out. For this project, I'm using 1/2-inch wooden dowels that measure about 15 3/4 of an inch. They come in a pack of 2 from Dollar Tree. I'm also using some watered down antique wax mixture to stain each of these, including the ends. I'll also go over this with a dry paper towel to blend it in and remove any of the excess stain and let those dry. These are the perfect size to use one of the bamboo placemats that you can find at Dollar General for $2. We'll go ahead and put the dowels on top of the placemat. We're going to make sure that they are even on each side. You have the same amount of space, and make sure that your placemat is straight. Run a bead of glue all along the back side of the dowel. Then press that into place, making sure that the placemat is attached to the dowel. Then you'll have that piece in the very front. You can just add a bead of glue along the very end of that to make sure you can secure that in place to the wooden dowel. Once that glue has set up, just turn your placemat around and repeat that process on the other side using the other dowel. Now, as I was doing mine, I did notice that the top dowel was showing a little bit more than the bottom. So once I complete this and have this end attached to the dowel, I am going to turn it around and add some more glue at the other end to make sure that dowel is completely covered and that everything is nice and straight. Once that sets up, I'm going to flip this over. So this is now going to be the back side, and this will be the front side. To add a hanger to this, I'm just going to take a piece of twine, double knot that on one end, trying to make sure that I keep my knot on the back side of this. Cut the excess off, determine how long I want my hanger to be, and then I can repeat that process on the other end by double knotting it and making sure that I place the knot on the back side so you won't see it. Go to Dollar Tree and grab one of their beautiful decorative wall decor with the tassels. I really like this one. Find the center of your dowel at the top where your hanger is, and on the back side add some hot glue to be able to hold the hanger of the decorative piece in place. And then that will be on the back side so you won't see it. Then once you turn your dowel over, if you need to, you can add a little bit of hot glue underneath the hanger on the decorative piece at the very top, just to make sure it stays in place. I hope you enjoyed today's projects and found tons of inspiration. If you have a favorite, let me know in the comments section down below, because I always love to know which one is your favorite. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love for you to click that subscribe button right below the video. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Please take care, and I'll see you guys next time.